Hi guys, it's Theresa of Larkin Design. I'm here today with my 2016 Project Life album, and this is week 19 that I'm working on. And so I decided to use my Allie Edwards Read Story Kit, and I'm just going through some of the products that were in the kit and just sort of getting a feel for what of the physical products that I want to use. I have already created the layout itself in the Project Life app using my Allie Edwards digital story kit journaling cards through the Dropbox app. So those are already in place, but I am going to journal by hand, and I'm also going to add some embellishments. And so I'm just showing a little comparison between what are the cards that I used in the Project Life app and how they compare to the printed cards. They're actually pretty close, and so that's kind of cool. And now I'm just sort of trying to figure out where I'm going to start. So I'm just going to add a couple of these chipboard elements around the page. For some reason, when I pulled that one up, the adhesive came off of it, so I'm just reapplying adhesive and putting that down. I want to add a little something to that pink journaling card, so I'm just going through these speech bubbles. Those are really cute, and I really like them. So I'm going to use those quite a bit around the page here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that there and then layer some of the word strips over top of it. Simple, not very complicated kind of thing. Alright, and so I'm just starting to think about some of what I want to journal about. There was a couple of things that I had to say this week, actually. And so the first one, I started out by talking about my big giant hat that I bought. I think I'm developing more sensitivity to the sunshine as I get older. So I bought a big giant hat for when we go walking. And so I wrote about that, and it makes a fun little hat to kiss under as well. So then I'm going to move along to another journaling card here. I wanted to just add one of the stamped sentiments underneath the Read My Lips card. I really like that one, right? It goes with a kiss. Read my lips. Read my kiss. So anyway, and then here I'm going to just add another speech bubble here with some word strips layered on top. And the other stories on this side are that we had 2 kids home from school sick that week. Nick was sick the first 2 days of the week with a bad cold, and then Natalie was home on Thursday. And so I journal a little about that. Now, Nick and Natalie are 2 of our children that are biologically mine, and they're here 50% of the time. So I wrote a little bit about how when they're sick, I keep them home. Even though I don't like that they're sick, I'm glad I have a few extra minutes and a little extra time with them. And then when they start to feel better, we always take them out for lunch. So that's always nice too. So that was the journaling on that side of the page. And then on this side, I'm just going to write quickly about how some of my friends were teasing me because I didn't have an ice cream cone in my hand in that picture. And so I basically said, never fear, I had a chocolate chip cookie, you just couldn't see it in the picture. So that was just a fun little thing to write there. And I can't remember if that's all I'm going to do. Now I'm going to add one more, maybe. One more speech bubble. Yeah, I think so. Just add one more little speech bubble here to that picture of us together. I also took a picture of our knockout roses that bloomed this week. They finally popped, but I didn't really write anything about that. That's okay. So, I think what I'm going to do here, I grabbed some leftover piece of pattern paper that I had in my scrap box, and I just stamped some of those stars onto it, and then added that to the speech bubble, and then another little word sticker, and that's it for that side. So now I'm going to wander over here to the right hand side, and I'm going to work on this journaling card. Now, I created this myself in the Letterglow app. Letterglow will let you create a blank canvas, and then I brought in the 1 and the 9 that are digital elements from the Allie Edwards kit, and I also brought in that speech bubble as a digital element, but I didn't like how it turned out on the card itself, so I went ahead and used the real one. And then here's where a rather unfortunate incident occurs. So I'm gonna just give you a don't try this at home heads up that I put this stencil down, and because I want to do lines and I want to add my journaling to this journaling card, and so I put the stencil down and I put my paint on. I made the prettiest yellow lines, and then I'm just making sure that I got it all covered here right where I want it. Right, it's looking like a great card, and then I go to lift this up, and that stencil had bonded to the photo paper. So you can see I'm sort of struggling with it and trying to pull it up, and it gets distorted, and it ends up leaving residue on the layout, and I'm just, at this point, I'm kind of clueless. I really don't know what to do at this point. So I cleaned up a little bit and went and contacted the customer service people and had lunch and cried a little bit, and so now I just realized that I'm just going to have to cover that space up. So don't use those screen print templates on photo paper, okay? So I'm just going to flip through the journaling cards and see what I want to use to cover it up, right? Because I've done that before. I've put the journaling cards over top. I didn't see any that I really wanted to use, so I just pulled out the rest of this little pink paper. This is from Webster's Pages. And I'm just going to trim it down here to use. And I'm just going to start over and create a new journaling card. So I decided that, I'm going to round the corners first. And I also, because there were 3 E's in that alphabet set, so I pulled up one of the E's. And then I'm going to use the clear numbers. I guess I had requested the white ones. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I went ahead and used those. The pink made a good background for those clear ones. So there we go. I'm just going to staple those, and then checking to see if it's cut the right dimensions. And then I'm going to add, I'm not going to use that stencil, that screen print. I'm going to reattach that speech bubble and put my week back down. And I'm just looking to see, I think there's a stamp that says review not that one. Yeah, the word that, the stamp that says review, I'm going to put that down below the week. So, and I knew as soon as I got this story kit that I was going to use it not for book layout, but just for our life layout. All the elements that had story on them or whatever were the ones that I used. So I had a lot of fun working with this kit, other than the little screen print situation. So, oh well. Now the photograph in the upper right hand corner is our son Addison, and he is in 7th grade this year, and he was inducted into the Junior National Honor Society. So I, of course, had to write about that, and just journaling that, and I'm so proud of him, just writing about how proud I am that he is using his smarts and making really, really good grades. I love taking these opportunities to write to them, and they have let me know too that it means something to them when they go back and read it, and they know that they get to hear that I'm proud of them. So then the other thing that I'm going to write about, or that I am writing about here, is Mother's Day. And our kids bought me that little white elephant, and then they took it, before they gave it to me, they took it on an adventure and took photographs of all the places they took their little elephant. It was so cute, y'all. And then in the last journaling card, I wrote about our little birds that are in our nest, and they hatched. So I'm still hoping that they make it. And I don't think I got any other pictures, so I will go ahead and tell you that they did make it. And so then for this last card, I had used the pattern paper card, and I'm just going to layer the marketing card over top of it. I really liked that marketing card. Every month I like them more and more. So that gave a little visual interest as well. And then underneath it, I'm going to stamp the week, the dates for the week. I think this was May 15th through the 21st. So I'm just stamping that down. And I added my dash. And I'm going to add, I think this is the last thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to put one more speech bubble on that elephant picture. And I know it might be hard to see, but he is actually on that big giant rock, my little tiny elephant. So I'm going to add another speech bubble to him. And I added a couple of the word strips this time. So that's it for this layout for this week, and I thank you for watching and following along. Be sure to leave a little love wherever you go. Hit like and comment and subscribe, and then I'll see you back here again next week for another project.